Here I am at the Barclays Center again, this time on Thursday, February 9th, the day of the 2023 NBA trade deadline. I'm Mikey Domagala, and as you saw in the previous video, Kyrie Irving was just traded to the Dallas Mavericks. Last night, Kevin Durant, in a huge blockbuster trade, traded to the Phoenix Suns for Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, 4 first-round picks, and even more second-round picks. Now, this trade is huge. The Nets once had James Harden. They had Kyrie Irving, they had Kevin Durant. Right now, February 9th, 2023, they have none of them. So I'm going to get Brooklyn Nets fans' thoughts on the whole situation, the Kyrie situation, and who they think their championship winner is going to be in 2023 with KD on the Suns and, of course, Kyrie on the Mavericks. My buddy Mally comes up to me, tells me he's a longtime NBA Buzz fan. You know, first, before we get into the main questioning, I want to get your thoughts on NBA Buzz and how long you've been following it.
All right, so I've been following NBA Buzz for like at least a good 3 years on Facebook. They give me a lot of updates on like trades, games, scores, everything. Just like any NBA update you need, you could get it from NBA Buzz.
The Nets got Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, 4 first-round picks, Jay Crowder in the deal, even more second-round picks. What do you think of the haul that the Nets got for Kevin Durant?
Yeah, I love Mikal, love him, and he's going to be good for the future. Hasn't missed a game in 3 years. But listen, I think it's a funeral. Everyone's wearing black, man. It's sad. I think there's nothing you can say about the haul they got back. All of it, disappointment. There's nothing to say.
It's just a really sad day to be a Nets fan, man. It's a shame we couldn't make KD, Kyrie, Harden work out. But I think he'll play well in Phoenix. But once Kyrie was shipped out, the writing was on the wall for Durant. So just really sad.
I just feel like that's just a dumb trade. They could have waited till the offseason. It would have made more sense. They would have more offers, and they're not getting a lot of return for KD. It was an underpay.
Yeah. What are your thoughts?
It was a big underpay. I feel like they definitely should have gotten more for KD. Like last year when they was talking about the KD trades, he was more valued. So, and I feel like Joe Tsai just traded him for just to get him out of there. Yeah. I don't know. I don't like how he traded KD into a bad situation. I mean, a great situation, and then traded Kyrie into a situation that he kind of didn't want to be in.
I feel like y'all should never broke up that team when y'all had D'Lo and all them other guys just to bring in Kyrie and, KD. Then y'all gave up even more to bring in Harden and ship them out the next time. But, I wish him the best. He's one of the best players in the world, man. But it's just crazy. I hate it for y'all fans, for sure.
I was shocked. I didn't think Kevin Durant was going to go. I thought that they were going to try to build around him and see what happens from there, see what happens in the offseason. I was not expecting that. When I woke up this morning and heard that news, I was shocked.
But I'm happy KD's in Phoenix, and they're going to win the chip this year.
It really makes no sense. Why would he go to the West when he had a stable foundation here? I know Kyrie left, and he could have helped. Ben Simmons could have helped him, but it was really a dumb decision for him to go to the Suns.
And KD, I don't know why he got traded. I guess he wanted out since Kyrie was gone. So, now you have other players from the West Coast, and usually West Coast players thrive in the East Coast. So
the Suns, I'm pretty sure they're going to win it. They're going to win it all because they got KD, Devin Booker. They're going to have a stacked team.
I think that Mikal Bridges is a great asset to the team. He's a three-point shooter, 3 and D.
Yep.
And
what about you? What are your thoughts on the trade?
Biggest takeaway is it's Cam's time to shine. We're unlocking Cam. Mikal's good. He'll probably go in a couple years.
Joe Tsai and team ownership, what are your thoughts on how they handled Kyrie and KD? More so about how the last couple of months was with Kyrie here in Brooklyn.
Well, I understand that it's a business, and Joe Tsai had to do what's best for his organization. However, he dehumanized Kyrie during the whole situation. And, it's just he's facing the consequences for something that Amazon put out. But, I don't know the whole situation or the context, so can't say too much.
Okay, what are your thoughts?
I think they handled it very poorly. Like, they could have did it way better than that.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, he was treated unhumanely, They, I don't know. I don't really know, the full thing of, the anti-Semitic thing. But, from there, it was just downhill for him. Now, I understand why he asked for a trade. But, everyone wanted to see that LeBron and Kyrie reunion. And he did that on purpose, purposely. Purposely is crazy.
Yeah.
Come on. I want LeBron to win another ring.
Purposely sent to Dallas, right, is what you mean?
I feel like it started with James Harden. James Harden, we got him. He came and left. So then Kyrie got into it with Joe Tsai a few times. And I felt like it had to be the owner, man. It had to be the owner because if you got all these 3 stars and then they all leave within 2 years, it's like at least one didn't stay. It had to be something going on in the locker room or front office or something else that wasn't basketball, you know? Because the Nets were actually playing decent basketball this year. So
That's a good point. They were top 3 in the East at one point, 12 games in a row, playing great.
They didn't let Kyrie be Kyrie. That was the whole thing. Like, it's all this speculation about he can't lead a team, he can't do this, that, and the other. You know, you just gotta let Kyrie ball and whatever is going off the court. Just let it happen. It's not really affecting nobody like that. So it's like, when you affect Kyrie, then he don't want to really play there. Now you got KD. It's like he came here to play with Kyrie. You know what I mean? He could have went anywhere else. So it's kind of like everything just it was like bottled up feelings, and they just kind of exploded, man.
Well, you know, it's not really my position to comment on Joe Tsai, but just, you know, Kyrie overall, never had a positive opinion about him with all of his, you know, off the court antics, what he's doing, and you know, Durant, I mean, can't help getting hurt, but you know, it's just never before seen. The team goes 18-2, and they trade both of their star players. Something's up. I think something was up, and it was all internal. So, yeah, it's just between those two, horrible to see.
Kyrie Irving's the one that don't believe in COVID, yeah?
Yes, I believe so.
COVID's real, innit? So, like, I feel like, come on, man, wake up.
Okay.
Get with the picture, yeah?
Yep.
Come on.
Yep.
But, like, this is America, land of freedom, innit?
Yep.
So, like, let a man be and believe what he wants to believe. People believe in stupid like God in this country, so, like, allow it, man. Let man not believe COVID's real. Come on. Still,
okay.
Let the boy play.
Well, I think the Kyrie situation was kind of like a petty move. I think that Kyrie saying what he said in the past kind of like stirred up the organization a little bit and the ownership. And I think the trade was kind of like a petty move. Instead of sending him to like a, like where he wanted to play, I guess like he wanted to play with LeBron,
Lakers,
right?
yep,
He wanted the Lakers, so he was like, no, we're going to send you to the
Exactly.
Mavericks.
Joe Tsai said, no, I'm not sending you there. You're leaving me, I'm sending you to Dallas,
Exactly.
which isn't a bad situation.
No, it's not, but I mean, you kind of, I guess like, it's like the way the NBA is now, everybody wants to play with the greats, so running back with LeBron, try to run one back for LA would have been pretty cool, but I guess that wasn't, you know.
About Kyrie, personally, I'm Jewish, so I was a little bit offended when that happened. But, it is what it is. It's sports. It's happened in other moments. But, I think he handled it well. I think Kyrie was going to go eventually anyway. So, it is what it is. And KD, yeah, it's bit. Yeah, he tried for, like, the team and all.
We gave Kyrie a lot of shots, a lot of chances. That trade had to be done. I thought KD would stay, I'm not going to lie. But him going, it's another mess up. It's like the KG Paul Pierce deal again.
They were put in an impossible spot. But listen, I think Kyrie showed a sign of this in the past. This is nothing new. Nothing was ever a surprise until the final day. But listen, I think Joe Tsai is great. They do a ton for the community, and he's awesome. I wouldn't put anything on him. I think they did the best. It's a sunk cost. They refused to play. It just didn't work. You had one chance against the Bucks. You played well. Harden was injured. But listen, ultimately, it's a sunk cost. You brought him here. It was time to let them all go. It's over.
Kyrie in Dallas, obviously KD in Phoenix. Out of those two, which team has a better chance of winning a title this season?
Phoenix.
And why?
Phoenix. Just the experience. You got CP3 that's thirsty for a ring. Devin Booker's thirsty for a ring. DeAndre Ayton has finally evolved into the player that you thought he was going to be. Dallas, it's a hit or miss. You got two ball-dominant players that are playmakers that are wonderful players. Probably some of the best top 10 players in the league. But then again, you got the speculation about can Kyrie really take over, and is Luka going to let him do his thing while Luka's going to still get his?
I would like to say Phoenix only because of healthy Kevin Durant. Chris Paul doesn't have to do too much. I know Chris Paul caught a lot of flack for his postseason performance last year, but now that he has a proven scorer, probably the best scorer, if not the best player in the league right now, I think they're going to make noise. I know the betting odds are definitely in Phoenix's favor right now, for sure.
Phoenix. KD just adds a whole nother level to it.
Phoenix, 100%. Luka and Kyrie will not fit together.
Phoenix, easily. Phoenix. I feel like they have more firepower to actually win it. I mean, you got Luka and Kyrie and Mavericks, but you got Chris Paul, one of the greatest point guards ever. Devin Booker, he played in the finals 2 years ago, putting up 40 points and stuff. Ayton, great, good center. We ain't gonna say great yet. KD, one of the greatest players ever. I mean, to me. So, I feel like they give up a lot of depth. I mean, Cam Johnson, Mikal Bridges, and those guys, but we're gonna be all right. One of those guys should be on the floor at all times. We're gonna be fine.
Phoenix. Phoenix, absolutely. Got D Book. They're going to cook, absolutely cook with Durant. We took some of the young guys, but, I mean, that team went to the NBA Finals just in 21, so they're probably right there. Luka needs a little more time.
KD.
And why?
They just have a more depth in the roster. After after the Mavs traded all their depth away with Dorian Finney-Smith and Spencer Dinwiddie, the whole roster is Christian Wood, Kyrie, and Luka.
And what are your thoughts? Who has a better chance?
Not KD. Okay? Anyone but KD. KD has a better chance, but I don't know. CPU. I said CP3. He gonna get injured again.
He's not the same. He's aging a little bit.
And then DeAndre Ayton gonna have some situation between KD, and then KD gonna want to leave again. So he doing 1 year with the Suns, and then he out. He should just retire. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Yeah, he should just retire. Kyrie. Yeah, but they not beating the Suns. Kyrie and Luka not beating the Suns.
They're not beating a lot of teams. I'm not gonna lie to you.
James Harden was here, of course, KD and Kyrie. That trio, on paper, one of the greatest trios of all time, only played 16 games together. Is that the biggest super team disappointment in NBA history?
Yeah, I think so, because even when the Brooklyn tried to bring Garnett, Paul Pierce, I mean, that was kind of like a letdown as well. But this trio that they try to bring in to try to bring a championship to Brooklyn and New York City, that's probably the biggest letdown.
Can I swear?
Yeah.
Well, if KD's big toe wasn't over the line, we would have won a championship already. That's all I'm going to say.
And what are your thoughts about it?
Harden quit on the team. Harden was a loser, and listen, he got shipped to where he wanted to go, and what can we do?
1,000%. We should be embarrassed. That's terrible that you can't make those three work in the modern NBA. But it just goes to show that you can't plug guys together and just expect things to happen. But yeah, I thought it was us in 2014 when we got Garnett and Pierce, but no, this is it by far, and it's just sad, like I said.
Definitely. When you look on that on paper, look on that on 2K, man. Come on now. We expected them to go blow out everybody. We expected them to be in Miami Heat when they had Bosh Wade and Braun. So, that's definitely a letdown.
Yes, because they only lasted a couple of years, and the trades happened within a year. I mean, they never got to truly see their full potential. Injuries happened. Whatever happened in the locker room took place as well. It's sad to see because that team could have been a potential dynasty.
It is, up until now, the biggest disappointment, but it will be outmatched, unfortunately. It's just, I think the culture right now is tough, but, super teams will continue to just be prominent.
It honestly is. Those three were destined to do greatness for the Nets.
And what are your thoughts on Ben Simmons? I mean, he's the biggest name here. What are your thoughts?
That's been another sad case. I mean, I thought that he was going to rejuvenate his career somewhat, at least. Whether he stays in Brooklyn or not, I thought this was going to be his chance to prove that he belongs to be named as one of the stars in the league, and it just hasn't panned out for whatever reason.
It's so unfortunate. I don't know what happened to that guy. He had such a great start and then just a big downfall. I think it's a more mental thing. Hopefully now that he steps his game up now, he's the only guy that they really have that's a big name, and I think he's the most athletic guy on that team right now. So he should be able to, shoot the ball, at least dunk the ball, do something, just don't play defense and facilitate, And I think he should give it a try. Why not? What do you got to lose?
Why not? You got nothing to lose.
Yeah,
shoot the ball.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I mean, maybe social media will get to him, but bro, you're a pro athlete. You got to take that.
Exactly. You make millions and millions of dollars. There's people in America who work every day, who hate their job. Just shoot the ball, Ben Simmons.
Yeah, exactly. Just shoot the ball, and if it goes in, great. If it doesn't, keep trying.
Can't give him back to Philly, but he's got to step it up. He needs more, I think, maybe minutes on the court when he's healthy, but even so, he can't score, he struggles to score. It's all mental at this point, so he's got a long ways to go before it gets better.
He wasn't really scoring in Philly. That's the thing. So I really don't even know if that's – I don't know. I want him to be good. That's the thing. I really want him to be good, but I don't think this is the situation that's going to make him actually just go above and beyond and be that superstar type player we expect him to be out right out of college.
I have nothing to say about Ben, unfortunately. I wish I had something good. He does a lot of great stuff. Here for the Brooklyn Nets, he has the Warm Coat charity. That's awesome. It looks like he's lost all confidence. doesn't look like he really belongs on the floor right now.
No, it's Cam's time, baby.
Cam Thomas or Cam Johnson?
Thomas.
Cam Thomas. And what about you? What are your thoughts on Ben Simmons?
Ben scoring will uptick, I think. He will get there eventually. Should it be with the Nets or not, I don't know. But I think next year we'll dump him with the pick just to get his money off and let Cam have the keys. Mikal compliment him, and I guess we'll see.
Perfect. Dare I say Ben Simmons? What are your guys' thoughts?
Trade him. No, matter of fact, pay him out and just leave. Leave him in the dust.
Trade him. I'm not gonna lie. You could trade him for. I don't know. I feel like let him play out the season. Trade him on the off season. We need some type of value from him. He got to start looking a little bit better so we could trade him.
Yeah.
He needs to get better with, just basketball in general. Yeah, confidence. Yeah, so he needs to get better with that. If he could get better with that, he could be a very big piece to the team. But I don't think it's going anywhere. So blow it up for Victor Wembanyama.
Ben Simmons, oh boy, he makes it hard because he's better than what he's playing right now. Like we know Ben Simmons could play better in Philly. He's done it. He just has to get that confidence back. He's still a big body. He's 6'10". He can pass, rebound, dribble, do a little bit of everything on the floor. And Ben Simmons should, if he doesn't get it going in Brooklyn, I feel like they should trade him somewhere else and let him start over again.
Ben Simmons, he's not going to do anything for this team at all.
I'll do one bonus question as I have a huge Brooklyn Nets fan, New Jersey Nets fan right here. Okay, they still have a pretty good roster. Cam Thomas is really showing his true potential. 3 straight 40-point games. Cam Johnson's here. Mikal Bridges, Spencer Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith, Nicholas Claxton, a borderline all-star in my opinion.
Borderline.
Will this team make the playoffs?
I think they'll make the playoffs. We haven't played with a chip on our shoulder, with an edge, since Dinwiddie was here last. So that's a positive, but it's just not going to be a championship team without Durant or Irving on the roster. So we'll see.